Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Hey, blood, what have I started, man? What are you telling me? Lewis, bro.
Yes, my bro, it's great to be back, man. And we are back on the top of our perch, brother. It has been such a great couple of days, man. PSG in a spliff, the world's in a spliff, and the world is under the reign of the dictators at Chelsea Football Club. You love to see it, my guy. Big up, my bro. I learned something over the last couple of years. Because it's been a very, very testing last few years for your reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champions. But what I learnt was when you got it, flaunt it. Because you just don't know how long you're going to have it for. Well, I do know this time. It's 4 years. But when I had the club robbed from us, robbed from Roman Abramovich, a lot of people were telling us that we'd never get back to this point, where we never actually have anything to flex. I was saying Conference League, yeah, you got a trophy, but it was something that was expected. It was nothing that you can really talk too tough about other than winning everything. Now, we are the only recognized world champions by FIFA, because now they've said all the ex-Club World Cup winners are now Intercontinental Cup winners in their eyes. So we are the first of our kind and the only of our kind. So this is why I'm here imploring all Chelsea fans to enjoy and savor the next 4 years, regardless of what happens. Because they all said we were dead. They all said we were finished. So if we are now back, be back in an even more unbearable fashion than before, because they said we would never even taste anything close to this. Anyone that's collateral, that's your own fault. But now I've learned to be an even bigger asshole when given the opportunity to do so. So now I would be a fool to not take advantage of it. Rants, you'd understand it too. If Manchester United ever get back to where they were back in the good old days under Sir Alex Ferguson, I expect you to be an even bigger demon than I am right now.
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
it is what it is. We just got to charge it to the game, innit? It is what it is, man. But here's the first week of our reign over this world. It's been nice to settle into our new palace. I've heard Liverpool fans talking about some Alexander the Great and all of that. Big up to him and everything, but we don't care. Some transfer news has been going around. We don't care. We're on holiday and we are celebrating one of the greatest performances I think I've seen from Chelsea in recent memory. And I say that and I stand by it because there's so many key victories or big victories I've seen from Chelsea, and I thought one or two players didn't pull their weight. One or two of them didn't look great. So, like, we've had to carry them defensively, or the attack did the job, or something or the other. Everybody showed out. That was a performance that reminded me of, like, when we beat Everton 5-0 back in 16-17. I remember, what was it? I think his name was John Motson, the commentator at the time. He called it the greatest Premier League performance he'd ever watched with his two eyes. And this is one of the greatest Chelsea performances. For the final, for the magnitude of the game, for the team that we were playing, for the fact that we were not favourites, for how doubted we were, for the lack of experience within the squad, for them to go out and to play like that. I don't think I've been that proud of my club since we won the Champions League. Genuinely.
Nah, you lot were incredible, to be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot's been spoken about PSG, but they just weren't allowed to do anything. Like, bro, they literally took kickoff, kicked the ball to you, and never saw it again. Like, and what can you say, innit? Like, you lot made light work of them, innit? A team that everyone's kind of feared this season. Do you know what I mean? They won absolutely everything there was to win, and that was just supposed to be a formality, bro. And you smoked them. You know what I mean? It wasn't even a close game. Like, man can't even say you got lucky or whatever. You smoked them, innit? So I get it. I hear it. Like, I fully hear it. Like, Chelsea fans have a right to be moving the way they're moving. I'll be real. Like, they have.
It feels like a lot of vindication. That's the thing. Like I've said for ages, my midfield can step to anybody on any day and I won't have any doubt in them. Now, that was just evidence produced to the table. The defense, the centre-backs have been getting so much better over the last couple months. I don't want another centre-back unless he's a clear level raiser over everything that we have. I don't need another potential one. These players have just been developing and getting an understanding of each other, and they just look so much better than they were 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I couldn't tell the difference between any of them. Now it's just the level is just going up and up and up. Robert Sanchez, you have introduced me to a standard that you must maintain if you're going to be my number one next season. And don't get it twisted, I still want a goalkeeper. That was an amazing game. That was a good tournament from him. Sorry, I need more than just that. But that is what I need to see more. If you are my number one next season and you're playing like that every week, you're distributing like that every week, cool. We aren't going to fall out. We aren't going to have any beef. If anything, you might make a fan out of me. But that is the game I need. I saw Malo Gusto drop the best performance under Enzo Moresca against Kvaratskhelia. I never ever expected that. I thought like he's going to need all the help around the world from Reece James and from Trevor Chalobah. Nah, he did it himself. And he managed to bully Nuno Mendes on the attack as well. Cole Palmer. Big game players just turn up in big moments. And a man have been saying that he's not been great over the last couple of months, and I hear it. I've been saying the same thing as well. But form is temporary and class is permanent when it comes to him. Enzo Moresca. Do you remember when I said about possession-based styles, and it takes about a year for the team to start getting a proper understanding of the philosophy. Luis Enrique was the example. Pep Guardiola was the example. Maurizio Sarri was the example. There people were telling me, how dare you put Moresca's name next to the likes of Luis Enrique? No analytical discussion of what I said. Just how dare you put their names together? I think we can do it now. I think we can do it now. Because now
he's shown a lot in a short space of time. I have to give him credit. Do you know what I mean? And you know what it is? Like, remember, guys, before all this manager stuff, before United got Amorim, before Chelsea got their manager, I told you, man, about Italian managers, bro. I did tell you. And it's mad, innit? Because there's something about Italian managers, bro. It's like you don't really see super attacking Italian managers, but one thing about them is they'll just do anything to fucking win, bro. Like, they just don't care, innit? And the one thing that's impressed me a lot about Moresca is the fact that he's tried so many different things. My biggest criticism of Amorim is he ain't tried enough things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he tried Rashford up front for one game, didn't like it, changed it, and then fucking Rasmus Højlund for the rest of the season. Kobe once, and then that's it. It's fucking dead, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so dead. I've seen Enzo Moresca try a million different things, yeah, until he's found something that's worked. I've seen Cole in the 10 on the right, on the left. I've seen Neto on the right and the left. You know what I mean? I've seen Jackson up front. I've seen Nkunku up front. I've seen Nkunku on the left. I've seen all of these things. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen
with James in the midfield.
But that's what I'm trying to, bro. I've seen a million different things from this Chelsea team. I've seen underlapping fullbacks. I've seen overlapping fullbacks. You know what I mean? I've seen centre back stepping into midfield. All these things. And in that time, I've seen the same shit from Ruben Amorim week in, week out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And when Man United were looking at managers, I told man, I want an Italian manager. I wanted Inzaghi, or I wanted Motta, or I wanted De Zerbi, bro. There's something about these Italian managers. They just get the fucking job done, bro. I'll be honest, like, even if it don't look good, they just get it done, innit? And I just respect the fact that he's tried so many different things. That man is saying, Caicedo at right back, we've seen Nkunku in the 10. That we've seen a million different things, yeah, to try and get a result. Yeah, we've seen so many different things, bro. And like, it's testament to him, bro.
They'll tell you that Moresca has no flexibility in the same breath. And it's like, I just don't get, like, people, I'll sit there when I'm doing my watch-alongs and I'll look at the lineup and then I'm just guessing what formation we're going to play. Is it going to be a 4-3-3? Are we going to set up in the 3-4-2-1? Are we going to play with 2 up top? We're going to play with 1 up top? I don't know. And like, I like getting to a point as well where I can't really predict things. Because I remember back in the Tuchel reign, I'd sit there and I'd think, why are we playing this lineup? Or why are we playing this guy? Why are we playing that guy? I don't get why we're doing this. And then we just go and win 4-0. And I'd be like, cool, now I feel like a fan again. I feel like I could just sit there, question things, and then just watch it play out and be like, why did I even question it in the first place? And even when I saw the lineup, I thought, Gusto against Vara? Really? We're doing James in the midfield again? You couldn't have put Santos there? 3-0 at halftime. Could have been 5. All right. Play James in the midfield again if you want. See if I give a damn. Go play Gusto. Do what you want, innit? Do what you want. Because I get that people were doubting him based off CV and whether he's proven himself or not. Now, I'll be real, as a fan base, man, I have to just come together and just unite with the manager, unite with the players, even with the owners and the sporting directors. People won't like to hear this. Look where the squad's at. We're world champions. The squad's developing and improving right in front of our eyes. And I'm still saying we should be going on a title charge next season.
If you're
still going to strengthen the team. But ultimately, if they're going to tell you that what they're doing is working, I'm sorry. Man's just won 2 trophies this year. And they've just bopped off the best team in Europe.
Have you won 2 trophies in like 2 months, my brother?
Unite together.
Yeah, 100%. Like, bro, at the end of the day, if you're a Chelsea fan, you have to see this out, innit? You have to see whatever this is out, yeah, before you start complaining. You have to, because you've shown enough. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, when man's saying I'm ultra laid back, is a carry different. No, you know why I'm ultra laid back? Is because there's certain things, yeah, that I'm not in control of, and there are certain things that I've come to terms with already, bro. So because of that, I'm super relaxed, bro. One thing I'm not gonna do is, because my team are doing stupidness, I'm not gonna try and pretend, yeah, that I can't see what other teams are doing and say, you know what, fair fucking play, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because me pretending that I don't see what other teams are doing is not gonna make my team better, bro. This is what people need to understand, innit? They need to understand that. Like, what Chelsea have done in that short period of time, and even at the start of the final, as much as I wanted them man to lose just for my sanity, I said before the game, I said, bro, these men are another fucking final, bro. They love finals. This is just what they do, innit, bro? Like, this is what I know Chelsea to be, innit? Like, literally from the Roman days, I know Chelsea competing with Man United for the league. We played in a Champions League final. I know Chelsea love winning fucking trophies, blood. Do you know what I mean? No matter what happens, innit? Like, out of all the teams in the Premier League, they're the closest team to us in terms of just winning trophies, blood. Even when they're not playing well. They're the closest in my lifetime. Because man could talk about Man United and Liverpool, but Liverpool was shit my whole life until now. Do you know what I'm saying?
We've got back to having the most trophies this century again.
But there you
took
go.
it for a year and we've gone and won twice.
100%. Do you know what I mean? When we come to talking winning trophies, we can't look at Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't look at them. So the closest thing that I've seen to Man United in terms of just the relentless pursuit of fucking silverware is Chelsea. So I can never look at Chelsea in a cup final and not give them a chance, bro, because it doesn't make sense. Football heritage is a real fucking thing, bro. And even though theirs has come about more recently than ours, man can't pretend it's not there. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is the reality. And United are doing bullshit right now. And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter really what we do, yeah, in this window, because I believe things are happening, but it's too late, bruv. There's nothing that we can do right now that can get us into a top 4 race. Do you know what I mean? Or, bro, like, bruv, if we finish 6th next season, we've had a very good season. Because we ain't done enough yet, bro. We haven't done enough, bro. The league starts in like 5 weeks or something like that. And we've got 1 player in and got no players out, apart from the 3 players that left. The 3 players that left at the end of the season. So I'm just looking at Man United like, listen, 6th place is where I'm expecting to finish. 6th. So I'm not really super stressed about our lack of activity, because as soon as these guys never sacked Ruben Amorim at the end of last season, I've seen, yeah, that these men are not really serious like I'm serious. Because I'd have sacked him.
Stage 5.
The same way Chelsea sacked Pochettino, yeah, when people thought that he finished the season well, I would have sacked Ruben Amorim. I would have sacked him. I would have said, fuck you very much,
given you a bit more faith in Ineos.
Yeah, bro. I would have sacked him. The fact that they didn't sack Ruben Amorim, that tells me that this coming season, that, bro, like, they don't have high hopes.
Yeah,
they don't have high hopes.
They've not even backed him as well. It's just, there's been no window. There's been no clear out. There's just been nothing. Limbo. I don't blame you for going straight into acceptance. That would be better just for your mental state. If you go in there with any sort of hopes, like, I'd hear it if you had like more additions. And Mbuemo ain't even done yet. Or is it close? Like, is it even progressed?
You know what it is? They've signed his replacement already, yeah? So the Mbuemo thing's going to happen, innit? But you know what is? Brentford are being Brentford, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Brentford and Crystal Palace are 2 clubs that are notoriously difficult to negotiate with, because they don't need the money. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't need it. Like, what's their record signings, bro? They don't spend a lot of money and they get a lot of money from selling players. So these are teams that do not need the bread. So we will get Mbuemo. The player wants Man United. We want him. We're the only team in for him now because he's basically told everyone else, do one. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't doubt that we'll get him, but I don't like drawn out sagas, bro. I'm tired of them. Do you know what I mean? And it felt the same way like when we signed Sancho as well, bro. It took us 2 years to get the fucking deal done. By the time we signed him, I was bored of the whole thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is looking like the Ugarte last season saga now with Mbuemo.
Yeah,
It's
we've
looking like
been
that
here
all
with
over again.
footballing directors. Like last season was Osimhen all the way to deadline day. We had Enzo drag out, Caicedo drag out. We questioned them for the same thing as well. And even then, we ended up paying a premium fee at the end of it. So it's like,
But that's what's going to happen with us and Mbumo. In the end, we're going to end up spending more than we wanted to spend anyway, bro. Like, this is where it's going to go. Do you know what I mean? We might save like 2 million, bro, but for the sake of 2 million, get the shit done.
Yeah, that's not worth him not having a preseason and not integrating into the squad. We dragged Caicedo out for ages. He came in with no preseason, had a horrible start to the season, and like had to build himself back up with the whole world cussing him out as the most expensive transfer in England and flopping every week. That's what you got setting Mbuemo up for.
Yep. This is what I'm saying. And all that why these men are telling me that Liverpool are trying to sign Isak. And as much as, I wouldn't understand Newcastle letting him leave, as they've got Europe. Like, if he puts his hands up and says, yo, I want to leave, they can't really keep him.
Nah.
They can't keep him. If Liverpool fuck around and get Isak and Florian Wirtz in the same window, that will be the statement of intent that Liverpool fans will need to see, bro. That's one hell of a fucking statement, by the way, because Liverpool are getting rid of quantity and they're looking to bring in quality, bro. Because there's loads of players that they're looking to move on, and they're only really looking at solid players, bro. I've only seen them linked with like the likes of Isak. They've been linked with Rodrigo. They're not getting linked with little man players. They're getting linked with big ballers, you know.
These men did Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz, could be doing Isak and Rodrigo. It's crazy.
And they've got the money for it as well. Because if they get, like the money for Diaz and Nunes, bro, that can fund the Isak and Rodrigo. It can fund it. If they're ambitious and they want to spend it, they can spend that.
They barely spend anyway. They've probably got so much in bulk. Like their transfer activity over the last 5 years or something is hella quiet. So like they're going to be on roids now. They actually want to spend money. Maybe it's slot pushing, and maybe Klopp just liked the group of players he had at the time.
But
I feel like they could have done this before.
No, but apparently Klopp fell out with the director. That's why he ended up leaving, because he wanted to freshen up the squad, get rid of certain players, and apparently Klopp was too close to the players on a personal level. Like, he didn't want to sell certain players.
Yeah, he left at the right time then. Damn. He was the one holding them back. Slots come in and just said, yeah, you get me new players. Go Isak, okay. Frimpong, cool. That's my Trent replacement done. Man got Kirkes for when they want to get rid of Robertson. Wirtz takes away the creativity loss that they've got from Trent, from losing Trent. And if they get Isak, oh, brother. Because obviously they need a forward now of the whole Jota situation. Rest in peace. Getting an Isak.
And they were looking at one anyway. They were looking at one anyway.
Yeah, but like it went from a maybe I'm looking at to like, okay, yeah, we're going to have to go in now. And now they're going and getting a player of Isak's level, which is just nuts. League's written off at that point. Written off. Unless we do something crazy. Because I'm looking at Man City and the way they played at that Club World Cup. I don't see them as going for the title. They're looking like Pep Postecoglou over there. High lines and just fun and games for everyone else.
Yeah. Nah, it's a madness. And they're saying 75 million plus. They're basically saying that Liverpool are saying to Newcastle, yo, if you don't give us Isak, we'll just hijack this Ekitike thing, bro. Liverpool are moving mad. Can't lie. So they're getting one of them.
That's a win-win for everybody. Either they go get Ekitike with the Isak money, or they keep Isak and Liverpool just get Ekitike. Either way, both of them will be high.
It's mad. You know how mad
that's actually one that suits everybody.
Fucking hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mental, bro. Next season, is going to be amazing, just not for us, guys. This is what you need to understand. Now, Chelsea going to be in the mix, but we'll see in it how far in the mix they are. Liverpool and Man City are on madness, and Arsenal are just going to just dibby and win nothing again. Do you know what I mean? We know what they're going to do. So, you know what I'm saying? It looks like the top four's already sorted. I just named them. It looks like
it. Yeah, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Mm.
Just like in what order? Which order?
Yeah. No, I hear it, bro. It's looking like that, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like Spurs, considering they finished below us last season, they've brought in one player and then they've got the Morgan Gibbs White bollocks going on. I think that the manager will make Spurs more difficult to beat, yeah, because he's a very well organized gaffer. But is he going to be able to take them from 16th to like top 6? I think it's possible with a few more signings, but we might be asking a bit too much. We need to see what happens with Newcastle. We need to see what happens with Aston Villa. I don't think Nottingham Forest are going to recover after losing Alanga and Gibbs White. I think Nottingham Forest are going to fall away. So, and they've got
Saying they would have been better in the Conference League,
and they've got Europe as well, innit? So between Europe and losing those players, I think they're gone. Do you know what I mean? Out of contention. It's Aston Villa and
their best bet for being
Newcastle.
in Europe will be winning Europa, and like they would have rather been in Conference. I was telling it to Wolfie in the run-in. I was like, you take Conference, build up the depth in your squad, go and walk that. Even if you don't do well in the league, you win that, you've got Europa League. There, you're slowly building your team back up into someone that can regularly contend for Europe. You don't need UCL that quick. You won't handle it. You won't handle 2 games a week, and then like you'll just be mid-table and lose your players. Now they're in Europa. I don't think they win that either. Pete, should have taken Conference.
It's going to be a bit of a mad one. So
Palace will get Conference though. They'll win that. Them or Strasbourg.
Who can?
Crystal Palace or Strasbourg. They'll go get Conference.
Palace should do well there as long as they keep holding Mateta. Mateta's been linked with Liverpool as well.
He is, but that'll probably be a plan B plan C if they don't get Isak or Ekitike. I don't think they'll go get 2. That would be crazy, and that would have to require Nunes leaving. And I don't know if that happens or not. I know there's links with Napoli and everything, but Napoli will probably undervalue him because Serie A clubs and negotiating with them, that they're a bigger nightmare than a Palace or a Brentford ever could be. They're even worse. Yeah,
I agree. Brighton and Bournemouth, I think they'll fall away as well. Yeah, man, it's going to be a weird season, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a very, very, very weird season. But one thing I do know is if Liverpool, for argument's sake, get Isak, I actually thought that they might be looking at Gordon, you know. I don't know why, because they've been linked to him a few times. And then with Diaz potentially leaving, I was thinking maybe it's Gordon going and Ekitike is going to replace Gordon. And now I'm seeing the Isak links. It's like, bro, mate, it's looking spooky, man. And Liverpool still need a winger as well.
Maybe Nunes go. If Diaz goes, maybe what's his name, Gordon goes. Then you might be able to finally get rid of Garnacho. Then you could just throw him to Newcastle.
Yeah, but they've already signed what's his name from West Ham though. I mean, not West Ham, from Nottingham Forest, Alanga.
Yeah, he play on the right, no?
He can play on both sides.
Oh, so you're thinking they'd have him on the left? Maybe if that's the case.
Maybe. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking Alanga on the right, Garnacho on the left.
Yeah, bro, that reeks. I can't see that. Do you know what I mean?
Don't tell that to them. For some reason, Chelsea and Arsenal and Villa all want him, so clearly they all see something we ain't. Maybe Newcastle
it's the data, innit? Word to Don, bruv. It's the data, fam. The underlying
metrics. Yeah, bruv.
Nah, it's nasty, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. Like, as a United fan, we're just watching, like, you get me? We're just watching. We're just window shopping, you get me? We're just sitting in Westfields watching everyone come out of the village with their Louis bags and, you know what I mean? And we're just sitting there watching, bro. Like, it just is what it is, man. You know, like with the sushi dog and that, bro. And everyone's spending their money in the shopping center and we're just sitting there eating our food watching, bro. This is what it is. Like, nothing's going on here, bro. Like, it's a sad time, bro.
Yeah, even from a content perspective, that must reek. You're just sitting there thinking, can you do something? Just hurry up.
It's horrible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them man there that rely on Man United to get views, man, are just sitting down, just refreshing the timeline like that, bro. Like, there's nothing going on, bro. Like, there's nothing going on. It's sad. It's very, very sad. I'll be honest, man, because it's like, even when it does happen, yeah, I'm at the point now where, because you've taken so long to do it now, yeah, one, you're not getting credit for it, and two, I'm not excited by it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? I'm not excited by it. Like when it happens, I'll just be like, yeah, cool. So what? It's too late, bro. Because all this talk about getting players in before preseason and that, you got one guy. You got one guy. And even that got drawn out for so long. We knew we were signing this brother like a month before it happened.
And you've had back-to-back of the worst Man United seasons in Prem history, which is even worse. Like, this is the response to that. It's not just one worse season, it's two. It's a downward trajectory with an even bigger drop in the second season. Why they're not acting as crazy?
Bro, Liverpool expected to hijack Newcastle bid for Ekatike. See? Them man said, all right, cool. If you don't run us Isak, we're going to take the food off your plate, my brother. So that means they were trying to have Ekatike and Isak, bro. Like, bro, I feel like Gordon, yeah. I feel like Gordon's the one they might be open to letting go, bro. Because that's the only thing that makes sense.
If they're trying to get both, then yeah. I feel like Newcastle looking at Ekatike was like, you speak to them just in case like another deal happens. Because like we were doing the same thing as well. We spoke to João Pedro like a month or two before the transfer even happened, and then everything just went quiet. From like the last game of the season, everything went quiet for a month. All we heard was Ekatike links. And then suddenly, we're back in for João Pedro, transfer's done. So like I think it was just like they're making sure they've got all their options ready. And one goes one way, the other stays or goes the other way.
I said Liverpool tried doing the same with Caicedo, and Chelsea ended up snatching their chain. Now they get the chance to bully Newcastle. Yeah, true stories. I think Caicedo said that he already gave his word to Chelsea, innit?
Yeah, that was the difference. He already gave us his word. Like, he already prioritized Chelsea. They just thought that they could do it that way, but that wasn't the case.
That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting, bro. You know what I mean? So, oh my days, bro. I just don't know, bruv. I just don't know. This is nasty, bro. Seeing everyone, even if they're not getting deals done, just seeing the intent of the other teams, guys. And this is why football's a weird thing, because in your head, you can feel like your team have had a good window, but unfortunately, you have to compare your window to what everyone else is doing. Just like Arsenal, like I think they got 5 players in nearly. Do you know what I mean? But when you compare it to what Liverpool and Man City have done, and the fact that Chelsea are world champions, their window means nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, as an Arsenal fan, you'll be like, oh yeah, we're doing the right thing. Then you look at everyone else and it's like, shit, we're going to finish lower than we finished last season for all that. Do you know what I mean? It's nasty, bro. Like, football's an emotional roller coaster.
Yes, it is, man. Ain't that facts? Last 2 years have been emotional as hell, bro. That's why I'm so glad that we even managed to get a little taste of the good old days of us winning this World Cup. The fact that it's for 4 years, that just means we can just drag this for as long as humanly possible. Like, when I say this belt will be on my shoulder in 2027 on streams, I mean it. I mean it. Man are going to be like, why are you still wearing that belt? Because we're world champions. I will enjoy every moment because again, remember in the Roman era, we were too accustomed to it. It got to a point where, like, man would literally just get bored of winning. We'd win an FA Cup and think, fuck, we still finished 5th. Fuck this. I'm not even happy with the season. It's been crap. Now it's like, I won something. Let's go. Let's go. I've seen armpits. I've seen us go to a final. I've seen us win a trophy. Now we just made history on top of it.
And also, you signed a player and he made an instant impact. You know them ones, like, and it's like, it hasn't happened that much for you lot. I'll be real. Like, I sit down with Don, I told you, out of the players that you've signed in the last 3 years, you've had way more misses than hits. And for him to come in and hit the ground running like that, Cole Palmer did the same thing. I'd say way more
question marks, if anything.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, a lot of the players, it's always like, you gotta let them develop into the role and everything. Let them like get better, because that's what our model is and all of that. But in terms of the players who've come in and had a João Pedro like impact, it's João Pedro, Palmer. You could maybe say Lavia for the limited games he's played, because you just see his impact when he's on the pitch. And then
that's it. Cucurella had a tough time. Yeah, Cucurella had a tough time at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, they were laughing at Caicedo at the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of these players, bro.
Like, Enzo didn't come in and have impact because we were still losing games. So it's like, Only a few of them have come in and had that level impact. Like, João Pedro was drinking coconut milk off the beaches of Brazil 2 weeks ago. Just kicking his feet up and relaxing. A little bit of futsal here and there. And now the brother's in a World Cup final taking the piss out of their centre-backs. Beraldo getting passed around like a stiff.
Hold on. Oh, it's
yeah, no worries, bro. No worries, we got it. But yeah, João Pedro, Cole Palmer, Lavia, those are the ones that have had that level of impact. Smash the likes and all of that for your reigning, defending world heavyweight champions. What's this about Jamar? They're now agreed to pay a severance fee. Ross, you really getting his money and bouncing? Keen hell. Oh my goodness. Surprised United don't just keep him and play him at this point. It might as well just be like a new transfer. I said Mudryk started well. No. We're not doing that. He had one nice cameo off the bench and that was it. It's not nearly the same as João Pedro. Not nearly.
Yeah, not many people have had that impact, man.
Nah, not at all. But that's what's going to happen with this model anyway. Some of them will be instant hits just because, like, the quality's there. Some of them, you have to, like, bed them into the team a bit more. But
I see you lot talking about the Sancho thing. Listen, like, he's well within his right to get his money, bruv. You know them ones? Because if you think about it, he's on $250 a week at Man United, yeah? They owe him that money, innit? Like, you can't force a player, yeah, to leave 4 million on the table when he could easily just say, right, I'm contracted. You have to pay me this. I don't have to leave. So if you want him to leave, then of course you got to pay, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what it is.
Like, and considering Chelsea paid 5 million loan fee, just give man the money that Chelsea gave, man, and call it a day.
This is the thing, like, Osimhen is the same thing. I'm so frustrated that it comes down to the wages that Napoli gave him because he won them their first Scudetto in like 2 decades. But ultimately, I got given that contract. So, like, he's within his rights to say, I'm not going anywhere unless someone's offering me the same thing. And it limits your options. It massively does. But if you're just trying to get your bread, can I knock someone who's just trying to get bread that's contractually obligated to them? I can't. Because I'd do the same damn thing. We all would.
100%.
It is what it is.
This is what it is, bro. Because the thing is, he's willing to go somewhere else, yeah, and take a pay cut to play. But why are you going to leave 4 mil on the table if you don't have to?
Exactly. You don't.
It's business.
Everything that you make comes down to your retirement and what you're planning to live on for the rest of your life after football. So, like, I don't blame it. Where we're talking about your here and now and, like, your career over the next 10, 15 years, man could be just thinking about the next 50, 60. He could be thinking about his kids and his kids' kids and the legacy that you're trying to leave behind. It's a lot of variables with it. So, like, I get it. If as long as the money is already there and contractually obligated to you, I don't blame you for asking the same elsewhere. And if we can't do it, we can't do it, and it is what it is.
No, facts. So, you know what it is, yeah? Like, man just have to call it what it is, bro. Like, he's willing to take a pay cut. He'll leave. You know what I mean? Once them wages go off, it's go away, it's gonna free up more money for us to pay. So just pay man the money so we can move on and we're calm. Do you know what I mean? With 1 year left, it wouldn't have made no sense to loan him out or anything like that, bro. We need to get some bread for him. So if we give him the 4 million or whatever, and then we get 20 million for him, cool, we'll get our money back. Just pay him the money. You know what I mean? You just pay him the money out of the transfer fee. Who gives a damn?
I'm surprised they don't try and just integrate him into the team if they can't sell him.
Nah, but I think because of his wages, they've agreed that they're going to let him go because the new wage structure is completely different. Even Mbumo and Cunha is looking like 150k a week, which is great. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I get all that, but even Sancho, he's only got a year left with you, like, innit? So you might as well just
I know,
ride that
but
out.
it's 1 year too long. I think they're trying to do this cultural reset thing, which I'm a fan of. Do you know what I'm saying? I am a fan of, but I just don't like the way that they've even done it. Like, even this Mbumo situation, I respect the fact that Man United aren't willing, to pay over what they think he's worth. But at the same time, if I was Man United, I'd go and sign somebody else here and then just leave an unhappy player at Brentford. Then it's checkmate, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because no one else wants him like that now. Like, no one else wants him like that now.
Everyone else has more moved on to other targets.
This
Spurs
is
went
the
and got
point.
Kudus. He ain't gonna go West Ham.
Well, exactly.
Arsenal,
Tottenham's got Kudus already, yeah? And it's one of them ones where Arsenal signed Madueke, a left footer, so there's no room there. Do you know what I mean?
we
Maybe
got how many
Chelsea,
left
like,
footers?
you
We
got
need
enough
right
left
footers. We
footers.
got one right-footed winger.
Well, there you go. Now, I would love, bruv, listen, if they wanted to go sign someone else and they said, yeah, cool, you, man, yeah, wasting our time, safe. You know them ones, and just went and copped to Eze or something instead, yeah? Bro, that's the kind of statement that you make, because now they've bought his replacement and they're stuck with him and he's pissed. Do you know what I mean? That's what United should be doing instead of dilly-dallying, because at the end of the day, yeah, we're only hurting ourselves at the end of the day, unless if we're still going to buy him, which I believe we will. The only way to really stick your middle finger up at him is to just buy someone else.
Also, to swipe Eze away from Arsenal when you're in the position that you're in, that is a statement that, yeah, we still got Paul and we can still do what we want.
Facts. And this is what these men need to do.
Something like that. I hear it.
They need to, bro, because this is just getting jarring, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to sit here and say, just pay them whatever they want. Because no, bro, like, this is what got us in multiple situations before. So I understand that these men are trying to draw a line in the sand. The same way they're not trying to pay certain wages anymore. I'm okay with that. I support that. But be willing to walk away. That's how you show real intent, bro. City done it a million times, bro. There's loads of players that they were interested in. And then they said, you know what? Cool, we are interested in them, but we're only interested in them for this price. That's it. That's it. They walked away from many players. They walked away from Jorginho. They walked away from Maguire. They walked away from Rice. They walked away from bare players, bro.
We've literally done that ourselves with Mike Mignon this window. Even though as much as I disagree with it.
And it was only 30 million they wanted, and you still walked away because you thought it was too much. Not that you didn't have it.
Yep. You just said our valuation is 12 million. Take that or leave it.
That's it.
Bramford,
I said we can't negotiate for so long and walk away. We need to get... No, we can. We can negotiate for this long, yeah? Sign someone quickly, yeah? And leave them double parked, blood, with his replacement and him there, bro. We could easily do that. Let's not pretend, bro. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it makes a bigger statement, yeah, to tell these men to fuck off after negotiating for all this time, rather than you negotiate for all this time and then give them what they want anyway. Because then you look like an idiot.
You don't even necessarily have to, like, buy anybody and do that. Just do what we were saying earlier and just start negotiations with someone else for that role. And then you show to Brentford that we can walk away and just go get our plan B right now.
I'm surprised we haven't been linked with no one else. Do you know what I mean? Because it would make sense to just start opening negotiations with someone else.
Mm-hmm. That would be a good tactic to just get something done. So
that's what I'm saying. Man saying there's not a better backup. Yeah, but bro, they should have a list, bro. Sometimes it's not even about a better player. It's about, if you know what profile you want, it's about having alternatives. The one thing about Mbumo which makes him unique is that he can play multiple positions. He can play as the false 9, he can play as the 10, he can also play as the wing back. So I understand why the manager sees him valuable. But if that's the case, then just pay the fucking money if he's that valuable to you. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't say that, yo, he's an important player for us, but we're not willing to pay the bread. It's either he's important or he's not important. That's it. It shouldn't be taking this long. Like, decide what it is.
Pre-season's about to start for you guys. You guys might be going on your pre-season tour in a week or two.
But this is what I'm saying. Is he an important player? Because if he's that important and you want him integrated in the squad, you should have found a fucking solution already, bro. You're sitting on your hands right now. And also, you haven't signed no one else in the meantime. So it's not like you're doing other things around it. You've just put all your eggs into one basket. Do you know what I'm saying? And it don't fucking look good because you're telling us that you're going to do things differently. But the way I see it is, it's the same old shit, bro. You can't negotiate more than one transfer at the same time. Go get me a midfielder. Go get me Richard Rios. I'm seeing him linked with fucking Forest.
Just clumsy. The whole situation was clumsy as hell.
Yep. And 100%, we're giving Amarim also excuses for man to say our pre-season didn't have enough players in, bro. We're giving him leeway that he doesn't fucking deserve. Do you know what I'm saying? Because based on last season, he should have been sacked anyway. So the way I see it is, yeah, like even when I'm seeing my man, yeah, like Amarim on the training ground, all these, bruv, he shouldn't be there, bro. He's done enough to be sacked at multiple clubs already, but Man United are giving him time. And if you're giving him time, yeah, then you can't give him any excuses, bro. You can't give him any. You have to give him exactly what he needs, yeah, as and when he needs it. So you can say to him, listen, no excuses now. You got your players ready for preseason. Go and show us why we kept faith in you. Right now, he can just turn around and say, well, you know what I'm saying? One player in the door, my goalkeeper's injured, all of this, bare excuses. If I'm him, I got a fucking book of excuses right now. I got a book of them.
Oh, brother.
And he's awful. He doesn't deserve any leeway, but the facts are he's got loads of excuses.
Yo, no one's got more excuses than someone that's struggling in their role. We've seen it with ex-managers. We've seen that enough times. If anything, that's a sign of someone that just ain't good enough for the role. At least one sign.
Man said, Bowie said, no one gave us a chance to beat PSG and the boys really thrived and grew, and watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been very special. Bro, and you lot probably ain't even done spending. I see you getting linked with Ajax centre-back as well.
Yeah, Hatter. We've been linked with him for a while, to be fair. We just knew that was only going to accelerate after the tournament. Arsenal's linked with him as well, but so I don't know where we're at
guy, innit? So Arsenal won't want him, surely.
Either way, like I'd take Hatter just for the left-back depth. Cucurella has played 5,000 minutes this season.
Yeah,
all by himself, with no other depth for him in that role. The second half of the season, getting another left back is a massive priority for us. One of the biggest left in this window. So hopefully we get Hato sorted. He's got a lot of minutes for his age. He's good defensively and offensively, from what I've heard. Obviously, we'll still need some time to like develop for the Premier League and everything. But you're going to be depth. You won't be starting every week, so it's not too much of a problem. I just see the option.
What do you make of the Jackson situation? I've seen he's linked to Man United. We're not touching him. I know that. So I'm not even entertaining that. But do you think it's more than likely he leaves now?
Nah. Not if we're valuing him at the... Nah, not if I'm hearing we're valuing him at like 80 to 100 million or something.
No, come on.
Like, I don't think anyone's going to come in for what we value him at. So there was a source saying, we're looking at Ekatike's valuation and saying, that's how much we want for Jackson.
Now, come on now. How much did you pay for Jackson? Like 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro. You could take 50, 60, man. What do you mean 80? What?
I think 55, 60 would be a fair amount, but like...
I agree.
But they're looking
at... But then again, you
sell
him Noni for like 55. So maybe they're looking at Noni saying if Noni's 55, then Jackson's 70.
Maybe, but like I don't think we're gonna sell. I don't think we're gonna sell him because I think it'll be an amount that nobody would really pay for someone who they'd want to look as a striker who isn't great at finishing. I don't think it would happen. So I think he stays, and I don't mind it. I've always said and always been consistent with my stance that I think Jackson will get better over the next couple of years. He just shouldn't have been leading the line at Chelsea, and he shouldn't be the main number 9 at our club. Now, personally, I think if we can't sell him, I would be open to loaning him to a club that would be guaranteed to give him consistent minutes in that role. Because I agree.
I think a loan would be good for both club and the player.
When he gets to 25, 26, I'm sure that guy is going to be a baller. I'm sure of it. So, like, if we were to sell him again, I'd rather out of the country too. But he just shouldn't be leading my line. João Pedro is the more refined, more complete version of him with way more composure and way better finishing. So you're not starting for me every week. So if they sell him, fine. Genuinely, I'm not going to lose sleep about it, but I would still rather keep him, loan him for a year or two, let him continue to develop, and then he's either good enough to play for me or he's good enough to sell definitely for that amount that you're asking for Ekatike. So I
think maybe a year's loan might just be the most common sense thing for Jackson.
Yeah. And Chelsea know his value and that potential as well. That's why they value him so highly. So, like,
Yeah.
give him another year or two. Like, don't even have to be with me. It don't even have to be as a starter. But, like, I wouldn't cash in on him now. I don't think that's when the value is going to be highest.
Agreed. Completely agreed. One second. Is it a coincidence we signed Onana and Rasmus? We have had back-to-back worst Premier League. Bro, listen. We've got so many bad players, yeah. I think there's loads of things that aren't coincidences, bro. I think there's loads of things. You know what I mean?
It's
I'll
just
be honest.
incompetence.
Yeah, like we've signed some shit players, and a lot of it was under the watch of Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag is single-handedly the worst thing that's happened to this club in the last 10 years. Comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, bro. Like we have to keep it a buck. Eric Ten Hag is the worst thing that's happened to this club in the last 10 years. Easily. Because even when we had David Moyes, we were getting linked with Gareth Bale, bro, and Tony Cruz, bro. Like, that's who we were getting linked with. Under that fucking idiot, we were getting linked with Brian Brobby, bro.
Brought you in a bunch of garbage players on high wages, screwed the whole Sancho situation up.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear it.
He messed up everything. He's messed up everything. And that's why, yeah, I've had and that's why I'm conflicted, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he killed us financially, and also he left us with like copious amounts of dead wood, bro. Like, I'm not forgetting Woodward, bro. If we had Woodward, he would have sacked this manager already. Do you know what I'm saying? So man could talk about Woodward, yeah, but Woodward spent bread, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality. You know what I'm saying? So if we had Woodward in, at least we wouldn't be worrying about us taking long to negotiate for Mbumo. He might have overpaid, but he would have been here already. Like, this is the reality. Like, if we overpay by like 5 million, even though I don't think we're overpaying for Mbumo anyway, even if we overpaid 5 million, I don't give a toss, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Teams overpay for players all the time, and you never hear people talking about players' price tags when it's going well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You never hear it. Look how much Chelsea paid for Caicedo, yeah? No one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. Look how much Arsenal paid for Rice. Even though I think, yeah, that they got absolutely fleeced, yeah? Like, Arsenal fans will think they're getting enough out of him on a weekly basis to not even think about the fact that he cost upwards of 100 million. He's never £100 million player, but he's doing his job. So because he's doing his job to them, they don't care that he cost 100 mil, even though he's a 60 million pound player. Like, this is the reality. So if Mbumo is worth, for argument's sake, he's worth 65 million and we end up paying 75, bro, we paid 72 for Rasmus Højlund. Why are we, you get me? Why are we being funny over a few quid, yeah, when we've spent 70 fucking odd million, yeah, on Rasmus? Like, it's not making sense. Harry Maguire cost us 80 mil or something like that. So how can we be haggling over fucking 5 quid, bro, for Mbumo? Because that's what it is. In real life terms, like a fiver. It's not like we ain't got it. We got the money.
Bayern Munich looking at Rodrigo. I knew that was going to happen.
Of course they are.
Yep. That made way too much sense.
That's where he's going to end up probably. I think that the Diaz thing was just testing the water. I think that he ends up at Bayern Munich.
It makes too much sense. They've got the money, they've got the pool, like they're like German Madrid, all of that.
Bro, them man said they're willing to pay 100 million euros for him. Do you know what I'm saying? It depends on what happens with Diaz. I could see Liverpool not selling Diaz and them man spending that, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, that makes too much sense. He was never going Arsenal anyway because they can't sell Martinelli.
And also, he's going to be on big wages. I think Bayern could more comfortably pay those wages than Liverpool can pay them, but I think they're paying Salah, Wirtz, and Van Dijk big wages as well already. Do you know what I mean? So I think the Rodrigo wages, it works perfectly at Bayern.
He was only on 200k a week, though, to be fair.
No, I think Lee said he's on more than that.
I saw Capology. It said 202.
202. Okay, but then he's going to want a pay rise anyway. So he's probably going to want
maybe. That was what I was thinking.
At his age, he's not going to go for the same bread.
So he on, 207k a week base wage.
Yeah, no base wage. So if he's moving, he's going to want at least 250, 260, you would think.
If it's off, yeah. Because I was thinking if he joins us, we're not going to offer anything more than that. But no, we break our wage structure for him. I've heard that.
The fact that he's leaving Real Madrid and he doesn't really want to leave, you're gonna have to pay him a nice little increase. You're gonna have to. Like, it just makes sense.
Hear that? Nice out for him.
All right, 1 second, my bro. Someone said that you're going live today as well. 1 second.
Oh yeah. Live in 30 minutes. Got Capital Conflict, Northside, Mikes and Jay. Next up on the Carefree Coronation. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So yeah, we have got a stream in 30 minutes. We look forward to it. We're going to be talking about the tense Gyökeres situation. After we talk about the Gargantuan Blues, of course. You already know. But don't forget to hit those likes. I don't know how many likes we're on, but it's not enough. Clearly not enough. The Smith Meta guy's still in here. Was Gyökeres a spoke? Have you signed him? If you haven't signed him, stop talking. Like, we don't care about your ifs and your maybes. The Kings care about absolutes, okay? So, let's see if you're UC9. You know, who cares? I said, will you see the belt in the next 4 years? Yes, next week it should be arriving, hopefully. Hopefully next week. So, yeah.
Nah, this is mad. Oi, this Gyökeres thing, hey, bro, listen, even though I think he ends up at Arsenal, brother, if he doesn't, I swear down. I swear down, because Sporting ain't fucking about, you know. You know, when I saw that Arsenal got this wrapped up for 55 mil, I said, no way, innit? I was like, there's no way. The way that this Sporting guy was talking bare crud, there is no way, yeah, that he accepted 55 after all that.
But it was Fab saying, here we go soon. So
yeah, but bro, that here we go soon is a lot of bollocks, though.
Yeah, but like, that's what I was like, that don't sound like it's complete then, does it? That sounds like it could be. We were just saying in a way to gas them up a little bit.
No, it's crazy. I don't think he stays at Sporting. The bridges are burnt. He's already missed pre-season.
That's why I'm trying to see if one of them Spanish clubs come in. Like, even if he
was
doesn't,
linked heavily with Juventus.
This is the thing. Even if he doesn't, who's to stop them from just doing the Osimhen thing? Oh, you burnt your bridges here. Loan.
But this is what I said, bro. It stinks of a similar situation to Osimhen where the teams that he wants, he don't end up going to. Then he ends up going out on loan to a Juve or something.
It doesn't have to be Arsenal like that. They're just the only ones there.
Yeah.
And even then, they know the valuation of the player. And you could send him to that slow-ass league in Syria. He'd probably still retain his numbers to a good amount.
Oh,
they
for
don't
sure.
press for nothing. So then he comes back, you just go and sell him again. And then maybe different clubs are in for him.
Agreed. 100% agreed. So,
but here's the thing. Anything Ornstein tweets is a bomber. And there's half the time it's not even bombers. They just say he's still
it's not. It's just information. You're just keeping the car warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I get the little Twitter revenue and everything. When you've got the numbers that Ornstein and Fabrizio have, you can literally spam tweets for that. That's all they do. I respect the game.
This is it. So,
and if you guys can't get Gyökeres, look, 70 million, you can get Jackson. You know, you can have your own Jackson Havertz debate within yourselves.
Nah, Chelsea are awful, man. Nah, bro, am I worried? I'm not worried, bro. I said earlier on in the show, I cannot be worried because I've been watching this very closely. My club have showed me who they are and what they are right now. So I can't be worried. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they've already shown me that they've got no ambition to compete next season for really anything. Because if they did, they would have sacked Ruben Amorim after last season. So the fact that they haven't sacked him, yeah, and the fact also that they showed their hand by basically saying that they want to get rid of Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, and basically said they're not coming back. When you do that, you automatically lower their market value by doing that, because teams are like, all right, cool, they're surplus to requirements, so why would we rush and go get them? Do you know what I'm saying? So you've let teams know that these men are available on the cheap, bro. Do you know what I mean? You can never sell me something you don't want, yeah, at a premium price. That's impossible. I know you don't want it.
Unless it's Arsenal.
Yeah. I hear that.
It's
Do you
always
know what
an
I mean?
anomaly,
So
innit?
I think we've handled this so badly, yeah, as a club. So because of that, I'm not worried because my expectations for the club next season are low, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And because they're low, I'm not getting stressed because I know we can't finish above 6th place. We can't. Not with the business
That's
that
that
we've done
flawless
so
vibe,
far.
man.
What's that?
That's that flawless vibe where you just get acceptance, whatever. The results won't phase me.
You
They
have
don't
to. The way we're moving, we're not moving with we're not moving with any intent. Do you know what I mean? And you can tell what people are on by their intent, bruv. Like, there's been no intent. So when I'm looking at how this team are moving, I'm saying that these men are just happy to finish in the top half of the table next season. That's what it looks like. Do you know what I mean? And they'll have to prove otherwise to me. They'll have to prove otherwise. Because as it stands right now,
window for your mental state.
yeah, as it stands now, they haven't showed me nothing. So why should I have higher expectations for the club than the club itself, bro? That's how you give yourself a mental breakdown.
That is nasty.
Yeah.
I said 100 mil for what? So I want 100 mil for Diaz.
Yeah, because they're saying we know you got the money.
That is some evil shit.
Yeah, they're saying we know you got 100 mil, so you want 100 mil, cuz they're gonna go. But then when you do that, then you just go and give the 100 mil for Rodrigo instead. That's foolishness. Because the fact that they've got the 100 mil, who would you spend 100 mil on? Diaz or Rodrigo?
Not Diaz. They wouldn't even involve him in that. Hell
you
no.
See what I say? Diaz is a 50 million player.
Oh, that is crazy work, but cool. You can stop yourself getting Rodrigo, then that's fine. He can go there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're shooting themselves in the foot by doing that.
Actually, no, Leao they'll probably value at that amount anyway because AC Milan Syria attacks.
Yeah, Leao sucks anyway, bro.
The transitional team, I think he'd cook with, but only a transitional team. If he went Newcastle,
I just don't know, innit? I'm not rating him. Like, I'll be honest, yeah. If you're a PNP player and you're not absolutely shitting on Italy, bro, I got my reservations about you because that Italian league, for someone of his stature, yeah, he's meant to be absolutely bullying that league, bro. He's meant to be a beast.
He had the last 3 seasons before last season because last season was enough.
I don't know. Get his numbers up, bro. Like, I'm not even sure, but I just know for the last 2 seasons. I ain't giving a talk. Every time I watch this guy, he's rubbish, mate.
No, I hear it. Like, I've seen him for a couple of games, and the ones he played against us, he didn't do nothing either. But he seems to get good numbers there. So 24-25, he got 12 and 13 in all comps. That was the off season.
Sorry, what?
That was 12
in all competitions.
No, 12 goals, 13 assists.
Is that after? So that's after he signed the deal, isn't it?
Yeah. 23-24, he got 15 and 14, so he got 29 GA. 22-23, he did 16 and 15, so he did 31. And 21-22, he did 14 and 12.
Yeah, it's all competitions. It is all competitions.
Yeah, it's about 26 to 30 per season.
In all competitions, that ain't no 100 mil. That's yeah. You get me?
Yeah, it's I actually thought it was.
Bro,
I actually thought the numbers were bigger than that. I won't front. I thought it was like 30,
they stink, bro. Like, in all comps, that's dead, bro. That's Garnacho numbers.
I said Garnacho in Italy.
Bro, I reckon in Italy, all competitions, Garnacho can give man a little 12, 14. You get me? Bro, I think Garnacho can give man 25 GA in all comps in Italy. 25,
I was expecting to see 35, 40 per season.
This is what I'm saying. Come on, bro. Them numbers are meaty. Those are dehydrated numbers, bro.
Oh, man's disappointed me. He's disappointed.
This is what I'm saying. Those are not great. Those are not great, bro.
You know what? I understand you a bit more with that
in Italy, it's not good enough.
Yeah, because he's meant to be the king of Milan and all that. Shit.
You see what I'm saying?
I get your case more.
Bayern Munich have made an official 67.5 bid, which has been immediately rejected. They value him at 100 million. Brother, hey. Listen, either Liverpool are playing silly buggers and they're going to take 75, or they're going to end up just pushing Bayern Munich towards Rodrigo.
So they rejected £58 million.
Yeah, 58 million for Diaz. I think that's about what he's worth. I'll be honest. 58
Yeah,
60 million.
around 60 is fair.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good player. I wouldn't say he's a world beater, but I wouldn't say he's average or a bum. So I think, yeah, that'd be a fair amount.
It'll be interesting. And yeah, big up for the super chat. Should tell them to F off. No, 100%. But we don't know what's going on. We don't know if, Liverpool have literally said to these man, we're going to sign this brother if you don't give us this brother. We don't know that. It's a great story, innit? We don't know if that's what's happened. We don't know if Liverpool are playing chess right now and they wanted Ekitike anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're looking at Ekitike, the Newcastle bid, and now they're saying, you know what? Well, if you have him, give us him. We don't know if that's how it went. We don't know how it's gone, bro. It's just speculation at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? If they want Isak, which they clearly do want Isak, then it could be a thing where them man are saying, yo, if you're getting him, let us have Isak. If you don't let us have Isak, we're going to outbid you for this, man, bro. It could just be bullying. It could be that. It could be also that.
Even then, if Liverpool wanted both, could they even get both? They can't get both without selling Diaz, though, so they have to relent on that front.
No. It's a weird situation, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But Liverpool were linked with Isak first. So, do you know what I'm saying? Even though they've been linked with Ekitike, it's clear that Isak's probably their primary target if they can get him. Do you know what I mean? So I think Liverpool are just being clever here. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're just being clever here, bro.
I'm making sure all their boxes are ticked.
100%, and that's what you got to do. They've probably gotten the idea from both players that they would potentially be open to going there. That's what it seems like. So they've explored personal terms with both players, probably, and they're just bullying Newcastle because it's Newcastle, innit? I said this before. Liverpool, like Newcastle, got this. They're one of the richest clubs in the world, if not the richest club in the world. But PSR has got them by the balls, so they can't do nothing with their money. So they're getting slapped all about the gaff, bro. Like, this is the reality. Do you know what I mean? Them man were in for Mbumo and they got slapped straight away. We still haven't signed him, but they can't sign him because we said, sit the fuck down, bro. Like, they're just not that kind of club, innit? Like, Liverpool just won the league. They're feeling themselves. And at the moment, like, Newcastle are just getting slapped about. That's the reality. And they're bullying them. Same with João Pedro as well. I swear they was in for him.
And this is the thing, because he rejected them outright for Chelsea too. But this is the thing, like, they're playing a smart game too, because if this means they get Isak and then try and use that to push, then try and throw the idea that the money we give you, we throw that towards Ekitike. You go and get Isak, and then Frankfurt are looking at that, and then they're going to be even more stubborn. They're like, look, we just seen you got money. You just sold Isak. So, yeah, if you're not a penny below the £100 million valuation, and suddenly they're fucked doubly now because they've lost Isak and they now have to act. It's peak, but it ain't my club.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. Man said, am I regretting buying the shirts, bro? Listen, I don't regret buying the shirts, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Club colours, isn't it?
Yeah, bruv, you win some, you lose some. You know them ones there, you win some, you lose some. I don't regret it at all.
Hard times.
That's it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man ain't just gonna be like, oh, you know what? These men are shit. I don't support them no more. Bro, it would be a lot easier for me. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But that's just not how football works, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is not how football works.
To remember the bad times after that. I got all the Poch era kits. I look back at that and I just think of where we are now.
Yeah. And that's it. So, it's one of those things where every season you buy a kit, yeah, that might be the one season, yeah, that we get a fucking mojo back, blood. And then there's some memories. Because at the end of the day, yeah, in recent times, there's no memories attached to none of these football kits now. Like, I can look at all the old United kits and I say, this reminds me of this player. This reminds me of this trophy. Do Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows what the treble winning Champions League jersey looks like. You get me? Like everyone remembers these things, bro. I'll be honest. Like a lot of these shirts in the recent times, they have no there's no sentimental attachment to these shirts, bro. I'm looking at these shirts and they just don't mean anything.
Nah,
we won the League Cup in this shirt. Who the fuck remembers that?
Most you might get is the one you won the cup with the minor winner and everything, and that's it.
But even that's not enough for me to remember the kit.
That's fair enough. You've seen so much more than that. I hear it.
That's it. Man said United have summoned these lot back to training, or make sure that they're training by themselves. What's the point? The fact that people know they're training by themselves, you're losing money on all these players.
Bomb squad, innit? You gotta keep them like at some level of fitness.
Yeah, I hear it, but they're professionals. They can do that themselves. They can do that themselves. What's the point in bringing them in and making them train by themselves? So you're keeping them fit for someone else.
Fucking Rashford drop a comp of him training every other week. I hear it.
Yeah, this is it. So you're keeping them fit for someone else. What is the actual point? Like this is what that's what doesn't make sense. What you should have done is you should have had these men training with the team and told them behind closed doors that that we're looking for money for you lot. Tell your agent to go find another club for you. Because now you fucked yourselves, bro. And these men, if we can't really make moves until they leave, now all you've done is you've cooked yourself.
Yeah, shit. Because
that's what you've done. You've cooked yourself, bro. You're frying in your own fucking grease now, bro. Because we're sitting there waiting for someone else to come in and give us money for players that they know we don't want, bro. So the starting bid is gonna be low as fuck.
I mentioned we barely sold any of our bomb squad anyway. They all end up going out on loan.
But you could afford to send them out on loan because you had the readies there to still bring in other people. We don't have that. So we're relying on getting money for these people. This is the problem.
Shit, then.
So yeah, we're absolutely cooked people, man. But boy, the game is the game, man. You know what I'm saying? What have you got coming up for the rest of the day, my brother?
It's time. So I got Capital Conflict in 10 minutes. So Northside, Jay, Mike, so we're all going to talk about the Gargantuan Blues and Jokeres situation and all of that. And yeah, the celebration continues. Yeah.
Nah, bro, this bro's just doing this fucking the world champion world tour. It's nasty, bro.
Real shit, man. Like I said, they said our club was dead, but they left a heartbeat. I did a video yesterday just reacting to everybody's reactions when we got sanctioned. Everyone's like, Chelsea's finished, Chelsea's done. You're going back to like spending money on scrubs and all of that. You'll never win a trophy again and all of that. And then all the Arsenal fans still won nothing. And their best ever memory in our banter era was a free kick in a quarterfinal. And yeah, big up, man.
Yeah, man. And big up Kenny, man. Yeah, big up everyone. Yeah, I put a post in the community tab because I never used that shit. And also, a lot of people never saw the announcement on Instagram, bro. So yeah, man, I got some training camp content for you lot. Coming up soon. Obviously, the fight's on August 23rd. So yeah, man. I'm gonna make sure there's. What's that?
Best of luck, man.
Yeah, come on, bro. Listen, I ain't leaving nothing down to luck, bro. I'm training my ass off. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna go in there. And
luck is for losers. You're correct.
That's it. I'm gonna go there and take care of business. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones. He's got mad experience, bro. But I can't lie, bro. No experience prepares you for getting punched in the face, innit? It's one of them things where we'll see if he's still there, innit? So yeah, man. There's gonna be loads of content coming out in the build up as well. And yeah, trust me, after I seen that clips roll out, bro, I don't think I could ever post too much content, bro, because them man done 500 million interviews for one album and I've watched every single one of them. So it's one of them ones where in the build up to this fight, I'm going to be putting out bare content. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man said Raz will win the fight and we'll still be in conversation with Brett. I hope not, because the season would have already started. You know, like that. So I fucking hope not. You know. So yeah, it's one of them ones where yeah, man.
Be talking with Sporting. You never know,
bro.
You know.
So yeah. So now there's gonna be loads. There's gonna be loads of content coming up. Do you know what I'm saying? My gym. I purchased my gym today, bruv. So that's getting installed next week. When that gets installed, you get a vlog as well. You know what I mean? So Nah, man, we're cooking, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good season. Whether United are involved in that good season or not, bruv, I'm having a good one. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So, yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. And make sure you lot smash the like button, people. And I'll see you guys for Red Talk with Flawless.